you planning a civil wedding? If you are, the chances are you've come across wedding celebrants as an alternative to registrars, and independent celebrants can be a great option to conduct your ceremony. But it's important to understand the key differences between a registrar and a wedding celebrant. A registrar can legally officiate your wedding during the civil ceremony at an approved venue. They'll oversee the approval of your marriage licence and they'll make your union legally binding. On the other hand, a celebrant can't legally marry you, except in Scotland, but they can create a beautiful personalised ceremony for you anywhere that you'd like. In England and Wales, a legal marriage must take place at an approved venue and be officiated by an approved person. So for religious weddings, that means having your ceremony in a religious building like a church with a member of the clergy. For civil weddings, your ceremony will be at a licensed marriage venue officiated by a registrar. If you want to have your legal ceremony on the same day and at the same location as your wedding reception, then you would need registrars to do this. You book your registrars from the local authority in which your venue is located, and 2 registrars will attend your ceremony. One conducts the ceremony much like a celebrant, whilst the other officiates the paperwork. Unlike a celebrant, you don't choose who the registrar that conducts your ceremony will be. A common misconception about registrar-led ceremonies is that you don't get to personalise your marriage ceremony. The only real restriction is that you can't include religious content, so for example readings or songs. You can choose your vows, music and readings, and there's also now an enhanced ceremony option that allows for much more customisation, and it can include symbolic additions like knot tying. You will need to be on time for your ceremony, as the registrars will often need to leave promptly for their next wedding. Celebrants have the advantage of being able to offer completely unique ceremonies in any location. Since the content of the ceremony isn't bound by law, they can conduct the ceremony anywhere that you choose. And they usually only do one wedding per day, so you can pick the time that works best for you. There's lots of choice of celebrants, and you can choose the person who you would like to conduct your ceremony. However, the downside is that celebrants cannot officiate legal ceremonies. So if you choose to have a celebrant ceremony, then you'll need a separate legal ceremony with a registrar, typically on a different day at your local registry office or at an approved premises. Overall, both celebrants and registrars offer personalisation options, and the costs are quite similar. If you want your wedding ceremony and reception to be on the same day and your venue's licensed, then registrars may be the best choice for you. But if your reception is at an unlicensed venue, or you'd prefer a more private legal ceremony without guests, or if you want very unique elements for your ceremony, then a celebrant could be a better fit.